Hey, what's up, everyone? I want to welcome you guys to another episode of Here's What I Think with your host, Charles Stabansi, where we discuss everything from current events, economics, politics, and how it all relates to business and life. And today we have a hell of a show for you guys. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So as you guys know, we've been keeping you updated on the Sean Diddy Combs case. The last update we did was a decision that the judge made, which was for his third bail hearing, where the judge said he would be making his decision early this week. We gave you guys some information about that. But I think it's also important to talk about some of the other things surrounding this case. Now, as you guys know, there have been a plethora of accusers that have come out and said Diddy has done one thing or the other. But one of the people that came out recently and started saying things about Sean Diddy Combs took a lot of us by surprise. And that person is his former protege / artist, Shyne, right? Now, Shyne used to be a former Bad Boy artist. I remember in junior high actually buying his album, his first album on Bad Boy, which was called Shyne. And if you know anything about Shyne, he was a really gritty lyricist. Some people at the time were saying that he sounded like Biggie. And then ultimately they had the situation at the nightclub and all of that. And then Shyne seemed to go off in many different paths. He seemed to embrace Judaism. And then later on, he decided to run for office. And I think he's now a House of Representative in his country of Belize. And ever since Shyne has been in the political realm, there have been moments when you've seen him and Sean Diddy Combs together. So I, like many people, were very surprised to see Shyne come out here and say some of the things that he was saying about Diddy, which ultimately caused him and his lawyers to send a cease and desist letter to Shyne just this weekend. But what we want to do is we want to play some of what Shyne had to say recently on a sit down that he had on Access Hollywood, and we want you to hear Shyne kind of explain his current relationship with Diddy, because a lot of people are kind of questioning, like, well, you guys were recently hanging out together, so why are you now saying all of these things now that he's in jail? So take a listen to what some of the stuff that Shyne had to say here, and I'm going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to that there.
And I moved on, and I healed, and that's so long ago, and we reconciled thereafter. You know, we performed at the BET Awards, and so yeah, but that's how the night unfolded.
Yeah, you have said that you were the fall guy for Diddy, even saying that he destroyed my life.
Yes, calling witnesses to testify against an innocent person who was defending themselves is pretty destructive.
Yeah.
Had he not done that, then we would have been brothers. But he did that. Literally, we're sitting here, and I'm like, you can't call that witness.
Yeah.
Please don't call that witness. That witness that he called, Sharice Myers, a security guard, was the most damaging witness that testified in the trial, worse than any witness that the prosecutor called. And he was calling other witnesses that came and were, painting me to be the bad guy, and they were trying to create a distance. I believe that's what his advisors, his lawyers were trying to do, which is why he left me in jail when I got arrested. So we went from protege, mentor, to I don't know that guy.
Right.
And so that, to me, that's destructive. Calling witnesses to testify against an innocent person who was trying to defend you. I wasn't the one arguing. No one can tell you that. Diddy was the one arguing. He was having a confrontation, but that's my guy. Yeah. We're working together. We're part of a team, part of a Bad Boy family. I'm not going to leave him and just abandon his side, which is what he ended up doing to me. But as I said this back in 2001. And I've said it, over the years. But then there came a point where it's a cancer. I can't carry this with me for the rest of my life. So it's just a coincidence that you got that soundbite about him destroying my life, because a journalist in Belize asked me about it in my capacity as opposition leader of the House of Representatives. So I was giving my State of the Nation speech, and thereafter you make yourself available to the media, and obviously, he felt the need to ask me about Diddy, and then he tried to make it as if somehow I was in prison for 10 years because this guy sent me to prison. So I don't know what freak-offs he was participating in. I was in Clinton Dannemora. Then when I got out, I was deported. So that's 23 years I have not seen or interacted with this guy after a year of interacting with him in a professional level, which I never saw any of those things.
Right.
And so I had to put it in perspective for the journalist that was trying to make a unfounded linkage with he and I. But I had already moved out of that phase of oh, Diddy destroyed my life.
Yeah.
But we just got to keep it in context for those that would try to gain political mileage with the affiliation to try to make it more than what it is. You know, let's be clear. This is someone that caused me great devastation, pain, and horror. Not just me, my mom, my dad, my family. I moved on, I healed, but whatever interaction came thereafter was on a strictly professional basis.
So you heard what Shyne had to say. Now, he currently has a documentary on Hulu where he's even talking about Diddy Combs. So what happened? We're just going through the internet, and I came across an article from yahoo.com. And it has the following headline: Diddy slams former bad boy rapper Shyne with cease and desist letter over new documentary. Continues on. Sean Diddy Combs has issued a cease and desist letter to ex-protege Moses Shyne Barrow over the new documentary he released. The former Bad Boy Records rapper had made a number of revelations in the new documentary, including his belief that he was the fall guy for the music mogul in the 1999 New York City nightclub shooting. The incident resulted in Shyne receiving a 10-year prison sentence for his involvement. While Diddy walked away without any jail term, Shyne had recently gone on a number of interviews where he discussed these claims. Meanwhile, Sean Diddy Combs has been denied denied the claims, describing them as unequivocally false. Why did he send his former protege a cease and desist letter? According to page 6, Diddy recently sent Shyne a cease and desist letter over claims he made in the new Hulu documentary, The Honorable Shyne. Sources revealed that the Bad Boy founder sent the letter to ensure his former protege stuck to factual claims after alleging he took the fall for Diddy in the 1999 New York City nightclub shooting. During the incident, several shots were fired and 3 bystanders were injured, which led to Shyne being charged with assault and reckless endangerment, and Diddy with a gun possession and bribery. However, while Shyne was ultimately found guilty and sent to jail for 10 years, Diddy walked away without any prison time. It remains unclear whether Shyne, now a politician and believes, directly received the cease and desist letter or what actions he plans to take if he did. So that's the news in terms of him sending him a deceased letter. Now, Shyne recently went on the Math Hoffa podcast, and he was talking about the time he went to go see Diddy in Paris after he had served his jail time, and at that time I think he had embraced Judaism. So he went out there, and Shyne said, you can go look it up on Math Hoffa's platform, where he said, given all of the things that he did for Diddy, how he helped basically ensure that he remained free and all, he took the fall for him, he said the least he would have expected Diddy to do was give him a $10 million check. Now, at the time that situation occurred, I remember that happened a number of years ago, I actually thought to myself that Diddy was going to give Shyne $10 million. That's what I thought. Looking at his net worth and all of that, that's what I thought. But according to Shyne, what happened was Diddy ended up giving him a $50,000 check, and Shyne felt very, very disrespected by that. He said, I had been in Paris with him when he was shopping, and he spent $500,000 in a single day buying clothes for his girlfriend at the time, which I believe was Cassie, if I'm not mistaken. So Shyne said, okay, then you know what? I'm not going to get anything for what I did. So he moved on from the situation. And then later on, he went into politics. And then there was still some involvement with him and Diddy. But if you heard the audio, the Access Hollywood audio, you can hear him say that any involvement that he had beyond that point was all on a business level. Now, was Diddy aware of this? I don't know. Was Diddy aware of the fact that if he got in trouble in the future, Shyne would now come out and say these things? I don't know. But I think it's safe to say he was probably taken aback by some of the things that Shyne was saying, hence the reason for the cease and desist letter. So the question we have for the audience is, whose side are you on with this situation? Are you on Shyne's side, or are you on Diddy's side? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and we'll catch you on the next show.